In a bold return to the national spotlight, former Vice President Kamala Harris delivered a searing critique of former President Donald Trump and a passionate plea for American unity during her keynote address at the Emerge Gala held Friday evening in San Francisco. This marks Harris's first major public appearance since leaving office, and her remarks signaled a clear engagement with the political conversation at a time of growing division and rising stakes for the country's future. The annual Emerge Gala, hosted by Emerge America, a political organization dedicated to training and supporting Democratic women running for office, drew a high-profile crowd of political donors, elected officials, grassroots activists, and community organizers. Harris, a longtime ally of the group and a vocal advocate for gender equity in politics, received a warm and enthusiastic welcome as she took the stage at the elegant ballroom in the heart of the city where her political journey began. In her wide-ranging address, Harris did not hold back in her criticism of the Trump administration's policies, particularly targeting the former president's handling of international trade and economic strategy. She accused Trump of making decisions based on political optics rather than sound economic policy, pointing to the implementation of aggressive tariffs that, she argued, backfired on American workers and businesses. Let's be clear, those tariffs didn't punish foreign governments. They punished American farmers, American manufacturers, and American consumers, Harris said. From the grocery store aisles to the family-owned factories, our communities paid the price for policies rooted in arrogance and isolation. She also expressed concern over what she called the normalization of authoritarian tendencies during Trump's presidency, arguing that the American democratic system suffered under his leadership. We must remember that democracy is not self-executing, Harris warned. It requires vigilance, courage, and the understanding that our republic belongs to all of us, not to any one person who claims it by power or ego. Harris's tone shifted throughout the evening from pointed political critique to uplifting calls for civic engagement and national solidarity. She painted a vision of a more united, inclusive, and forward-thinking America, one that demands participation and courage from all its citizens. Our strength is not in the loudest voices or the deepest pockets, she declared. It is in the resilience of ordinary people who show up, speak out, and stand together in the name of justice, equity, and opportunity for all. The former vice president underscored the importance of protecting voting rights, rebuilding trust in government, and defending the freedoms guaranteed by the Constitution. She specifically called on women, young people, and marginalized communities to remain engaged and informed ahead of the upcoming 2026 midterm elections, emphasizing that every vote and every voice matters. Political analysts were quick to note the significance of Harris's speech, interpreting it as more than just a ceremonial appearance. While she did not officially declare any intentions to run for office again, her presence at the high-profile event, coupled with the assertiveness of her remarks, has reignited speculation about her future role in national politics. Some strategists view this moment as a potential launchpad for a Senate comeback, a leadership role within the Democratic Party, or even a future presidential campaign. Harris also took time to reflect on her own political roots in San Francisco, referencing her early days as a prosecutor and public servant in the city. This city taught me the power of bold ideas and bold people, she said, and I believe with all my heart that our best days are still ahead if we have the courage to fight for them. Throughout her speech, Harris received multiple standing ovations and bursts of applause, especially during her emphatic remarks on equality, reproductive rights, and climate justice. Her words resonated strongly with an audience deeply concerned about the direction of the nation and eager to see renewed leadership and moral clarity. Outside the venue, a small group of demonstrators gathered, some expressing support for Harris's return to public life, while others voiced frustrations over unmet promises from the previous administration. The mixed reception reflects the complex political terrain Harris must navigate should she decide to seek public office again. As the evening concluded, Harris left the stage to a standing ovation and chants of "Madam Vice President," signaling not only admiration for her past service but also a readiness among many in the Democratic base for her continued leadership, with the 2026 midterm elections drawing nearer and the political atmosphere becoming increasingly charged. Harris's speech has added a new and potentially pivotal voice to the conversation. Whether this marks the beginning of a new chapter in her political journey remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: Kamala Harris is not stepping away from the fight.